Hey, you guys want to talk about the new Toronto Blue Jay? Melvin Upton Jr.?
Why did he change his name from PJ to Melvin Upton Jr.?
I don't know. Is that it for the Jays? He's a utility outfielder. Are they building towards the future? Because he signed for next year, and is Jose Bautista going to be around? I think
it's a wonderful trade.
It's not a bad trade, Bill. You're right.
Oh, no, this guy's a ball player.
Yeah. And he came cheap, too. He came cheap, you know.
The guy who covered him in Tampa was on the radio when I heard him. Thompson, I think was his name.
Right.
Said, hitting, throwing, running. Those are the three sports in baseball that dominate. He dominates in all three. If this guy decides he wants to play, look out.
Right.
He's better than anybody they've got on the team.
And he's bounced around four teams in the last 5 years, but, you know, hey, what do you think, Perry? Did we lose Perry?
I think we did.
It's the John Gallagher, Bill Watters show. Oh, my goodness.
I think to answer the question, John,
yeah.
I think it puts the Blue Jays in a precariously close position to being World Series candidates.
With this new guy?
Yes. Oh,
wow.
yeah. You see, the way I see it, here's what they'll do.
Okay.
They'll rotate the outfielders and have him playing in any one of the three positions because he can play them.
And he's great defensively. You're right.
And he'll be a designated hitter when they're all in. So, and that means that Encarnacion will be playing first all the time. And the guy who strikes out more than any other player in the history of professional baseball, Justin Smoke, will be sitting on his ass, left-handed pinch hitting opportunity.
Yeah, they just signed him to a new 2-year deal. I don't think I don't think they're done. August 1st is the trade deadline, and you know what do you do with Sanchez? For goodness sakes, he had a beautiful game last night. They're talking about him for a consideration for the Cy Young Award. He's 11-1. Do you kind of shut him down and put him in the bullpen for two or three innings here and there, or wow, roll the dice? I mean,
no, I find that difficult to believe, but they may do it, and guess what? It will be the worst mistake they ever made.
But what if they pick someone up before the trading deadline? I mean, they gave 11 pitchers away last year before August 1st. They certainly got a lot back for, you know.
How many of them are doing anything?
Well, they're only 18, 19 years old, but they were, you know, what is the scouting?
Norris, I mean, he still can't get off the medical bench.
Right, the guy we got for the Tigers, yeah. Or gave it the Tigers, yeah.
Gave the Tigers.
Yeah.
He was a good pitcher.
Maybe they'll flip Bradley, you know, for a pitcher. You know, a lot of people don't think this trade for this guy makes sense. I mean, the guy, or Upton, sorry, Melvin Upton Jr. Maybe they'll...
No. Well, a lot of people don't know baseball if they think that.
Right.
Only way that he will be a deterrent is if he's a badass.
Right.
They've covered that by only taking $5 million of the $23 million salary. That shows you how badly they wanted to get rid of this guy. This guy, when he was in Tampa, one of the best ball players in the game.
Right. And the Jays didn't...
Living in the past doesn't work.
Right.
But I have a sneaky feeling that this guy will want to play. And if he wants to play at 31, he's in the prime of his career.
Mm-hmm. And to get him, and yesterday, just like making a huge trade before the August 1st deadline, Bill, is, you know, they got Jose Bautista back. It's like making a blockbuster deal by getting a guy back who stubbed his toe in Philadelphia. Well, of course, it was a little more than a stubbed toe for 5 weeks. And to get a guy like that, you know, straight up, that's a game changer. And, you know, he's going to be a free agent at the end of the year. Encarnacion is hitting the freaking cover off the ball. If Bautista, who always likes to win and is so professional, he's not playing for another contract. He's playing to win, Bill. He's playing to win.
Oh, that's what's great about the rest of the year. But even so, Upton Jr., he can be the replacement for Bautista.
Yes.
I mean, from an overall team, he may not be the home run hitter.
Right.
But he can run bases. He can play the outfield the same as Bautista. So they've got a guy for next year.
Right.
But I'm with you, John. Mm-hmm. Let's stop worrying about next year.
Right.
Let's worry about this year.
I don't think they're done. I think there may be, I mean, if even they can plug in a guy who's, you know, like 9-9 or ERA close to 4.50, it doesn't matter because the Jays are going to win a lot of games, you know, 8-9 or 9-5. You know what I mean?
They should.
Yeah, they probably will.
The same way as they were last, but what disappoints me is watching pitchers like Marcus Stroman shit the bed every second night.
That's a concern. Yeah. Yeah.
And R.A. Dickey, you don't know what you're getting from R.A.
Oh, my goodness.
8 innings, they won't even touch him.
And you lose 2 out of 3 to...
Some days he gets clobbered.
Yeah, you lose 2 out of 3 in Oakland to a no, they're a lousy team, the Oakland A's. And then, of course, this last weekend, you can't do that. These are series we have to sweep.
But you see, they had 2 of those games. They should have won 3 of 3.
Yeah.
They should have won all 3 of them, and they didn't.
Yeah.
And that's a bad sign as well.
Right.
But I think the Upton deal will be a very good deal. And if I were them, I'd have him in the opening lineup tonight and let him crack it.
And hitting what? Leadoff. Duh.
I think they'll move it. They're not going to break up the top 3.
Really?
They'll start him around after Tulowitzki and before Martin.
Right. And look who's up this weekend at Skydome, at Rogers Center.
At Baltimore.
The first place Baltimore Orioles, who refused to die, for goodness sakes.